I'm just trying to work out some settings. Please bear with me to see what stuff is up. Okay. Like I said, all of this is pretty new to me, so I'm still trying to figure out the odds and ends on how the different things work. Okay. I think we're good. Get my stream manager up. Yes, we are there. Okay. Hopefully now that there's not an echo. All right. So back to this loveliness. Let's see what I can do. Do, 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 do. Okay, single crochet in the next 11 stitches. Okay. One. Oh, that's not single crochet. This is single crochet. Two, three, four. Hello, two viewers. Hope you guys are good. Happy Saturday. All right, that is. Oh, I just did double crochets. So this is what happens when I talk at the same time as I stitch. All right, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. So because I went off pattern with this part of the halibut, I need to count back because I need the treble crochets to land in between these two markers right here. So that, sorry, those two quadruple crochets to land between the two markers. So two quads, okay, that would end here. Two trebles, yep. Double crochet in the next five. Oh, it does line up. Ah, okay, never mind. I guess I just got lucky. All right, five double crochets. One, two, three. Oh, I already did that one. Three, four, five. Okay, and it lines up. Boom, boom. It lines up because I skipped five half double crochets, but I needed the height because my next stitches are trebles and then the ones after that are quads, and then I'm going backwards again. So let's do some trebles. One, two, and then one. Oh, that didn't go right. One. Let's try that stitch again. One, two, three, and another treble in the next stitch. I'm just going right through my stitch marker. Oh, I got caught up. Here we go. One, two, three. Okay. Now I've got two quads. So with the quads, which this is like literally the first pattern I've ever used that has quads. So you're wrapping around three times. So you get four loops on your hook. One, two, three, four. That's where the quad part comes from. All right, let's do this part. All right, that's in that hole. This needs to go into this hole. One, two, three, 4 and another quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2 quads done and in the right place. Now I need a treble, a double, a half double, and a single. So we're going from big down to little. Okay, so treble. 1, 2, 3. Double. 1, 2. Half double. Oh, by the way, I think I need to take out my stitch marker for that one. Okay, where's my section? Half double is done, and then a single in the next. Okay. Da 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 da. Slip stitch into the next 4 stitches. Yep, that'll work fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I want my quads. I've got another set of triples and another set of quads. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Another set of triples. So 2 of them. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Another triple. 1, 2, 3. Another set of quads. 1, 2, 3. So you wrap 3 times, but you're going over it 4. Yarn over once, yarn over twice, yarn over 3 times, and yarn over 4 times. It's a bit of a stringy stitch. I don't like it because you get these massive gaps, especially because we're crocheting into the side right now, the side of double crochets. So you've got big gaps to start with, but this is the way it works. All right, so we got our 1 treble, 2 trebles. And then we got another quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where we start going down each. So a treble. 1, 2, 3. A double. And move over my stitch marker. 1, 2. Half double. Single. Slip stitch in the next 4. I'm going to slip stitch in the next 1 because then that'll end right at the tip of the fish. And you know what? This looks better than it did before. 3rd time was the charm. Now, hopefully, I don't need to do it 3 times for the bottom fin. Okay, now snips. Where did I put my snips? Oh, there they are, next to my mocha. Because I'm such a new streamer, I would love to get a couple follows. So it doesn't cost you guys anything. Helps me grow. It's all good. So thank you if you're able to give me any follows. Okay. I'm going to take out my stitch markers because I'm going to line up the other side the same way I did this side. That way I can match up the right spots. Okay. So how are we doing in the chat? Oh, yeah. Spam in the chat. Boom. What I probably should do is I'm going to pin the pattern that I'm working on in my chat. So don't mind me for a second while I get on my phone, because what I'm going to do is find the pattern for you guys and pin it in. Here we go. Copy. And paste. Done. And then I'm going to pin that up. And hopefully you'll be able to see that. Here we go. Yeah, so I have pinned the article. And it should be good to go. Okay, let's get that back up where it belongs. Okay. All right. Time to line up the next half. I'm just going to check on something really quick. All right, we are good. All right, back to my Livestream Studio page. Right. Last night I said I needed to throw these ones out and get a new pair from my supply. And did I do that? No. Of course not. Because my memory is like a goldfish. All right, let's line up some fins. Okay, over there. Ooh-wee. Okay. And then on this side, I need to do 2 sets of pins. So that starts here and ends about here. So that's the set of fins closer to the mouth. And then I'm going to do the ones that are mid-body. So it looks like the quads are right there. So I'm going to just mark where my trebles and my quads are, because those are the most obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, we are lined up for the second half. We are ready to go. A lot of, so I do a crochet club at the school I work at after school with 3rd and 4th graders. And part of what I do is I give them basically a beginner's kit. So they've got a hook that is the correct size for the basics yarn that I buy for them. They've got snips, they've got stitch markers, they've got plastic darning needles, and the yarn, and a case to put them in. And I, every time, without fail, I get a kid asking me, "What are these for?" And it's funny because the first thing we learn is the chain stitch, and what inevitably happens is the kids make these big giant long chains and they want to turn them into necklaces. So they take their stitch markers and hook one end to the other, and there's your clasp for your giant necklace. And I think that's pretty cute. I do explain what they're actually for, and I kind of show them on the stuffies that I have in my room that I've made for my students that I keep in my classroom, like where I would have put the stitch markers and why I put the stitch markers there. Yeah. Let's get going with this second side, because after I do this side, I can start assembling. Oh, yeah. And I've actually got my eyeballs. I got safety eyes all ready to go. Although these ones are kind of small, I might use a bigger. I have another set of safety eyes that's bigger. It's like a collection of all different sizes. Those are like a good size for small-ish things. I forgot what's the measurement on. I think they're like 0.25s or something. 8 millimeters. Okay. So 8 millimeters. These are a box of 8 millimeters. And then I've got somewhere a box that's like one of these little tackle boxes full of all different sizes. So maybe I can get it done today. Okay. Let's slip stitch this into the base of the tail and get moving. All right, back up to anal fin, open parentheses, bottom fin, close parentheses. Single crochet in the next 11 stitches. 1, 2. Oh, it's a tight one. 3, 4, 5. Oh, another tight one. Oh, oh, oh. Nope. Back up, back up, back up. Where's my tube here? Oh, that's weird. Ugh. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think I'm going to stop there because I need to start building up height to get to the trebles and the quads. So I'm just going to do 1 half double and then doubles up until I hit the point where I need to start doing trebles. 1, 2. Will this make stitching them together more difficult? Probably, but you know, we can deal with that when the time comes. That's a problem for later, Sarah. All right, time for trebles. So I'm taking out this marker. One. Oh, oh, no, we're not doing doubles. We're doing trebles. 1, 2, 3, and then another treble. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 quads. 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 on my hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do something a bit different. I will pop back on a second. I'm just setting up my Facebook Live because I want to give that a try too. Like I said, this is all new to me. See what I like, see what I don't like. It's all good. Okay. Ooh, that camera is awful. All right, so I'm gonna kick back a little bit. Can I name this stream? Anybody else? Anyone got a clue how this works? Okay. Live. Oh, I forgot this keyboard sucks. Do live stream. Oh my gosh. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Because this, like I said, this other Chromebook that I have right here is older than dirt. Live stream halibut crochet. Let's do this. Go live. I'm guessing that's what I press. Hi, Facebook. How's it going? So how do I figure out who's chatting with me on Facebook Live? Aba. Okay. I've got you chatting. Okay, let's get back to this. So I did one quad. This is just weird. So it's not really a chat room like with Twitch, I'm guessing. Live activity, current viewers. Okay, that's going to help me. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. All right, back to stitching. Another quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then trebles. How many trebles do I need? I think I'm going to do a whole little split screen thingy so I can see my pattern at the same time. That's silly. Boop. Make you tinier. Thank you. Make you bigger. Oh, okay. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Oh my gosh! Everything's falling to pieces. Make you small. Smaller. That works out well. Then move you over here. Make you smaller. Do. And now I can see things. All right, back to this. I promise. Okay, so we did the quads. Now we did the quads. So we got another 2. No, we've got 1 quad. 2 quads, triple, double, half double, single. Okay. Triple. Do, double. Do, half double. And half double, single. Single. And then all right. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble, 2 quads, treble. And then fasten off. So there isn't a weird second piece to this one, I guess. Okay. We'll make one anyway, just to make it work. Maybe it won't be anatomically correct. I wonder if my student will notice. Of course, my student will notice, but. And then I'll just have to explain that they say it's good luck to have mistakes in your work because it shows that you actually made it. But as far as I'm aware, you can't machine make crocheted items. So, like, all of those mass produced crochet things you see in stores are like slave labor. That's nice. Okay. Let's go back to this thing. Treble. All right. Double crochet. Time for you to go, Mr. Stitch Marker. Ooh. Double crochet. Oh my god, this one's tight. 1 double crochet. Okay. Do. Action needed. Frame rate too low. Okay, that's fine. What do I do? Dismiss. Close unused applications. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna end that Facebook video because that computer sucks. And I'll just go back to my pattern. Okay. Double. Time for a treble. 2 trebles. 1, 2, and then a quad. Oh, that one's a mess. Okay. That's a tight one again. Quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a treble. Treble goes in there. 1, 2, 3. And then a double. And then a half double. And then a single. And we've met up with the end of the other one, right? Yes, we have. Let's link those two together with a slip stitch, tie it off with my really blunt snips. And we've done it. Yes, we have gone all the way through and done what we need to do to make the shape look like the other shape. Okay. What is your next step? A wonderful pattern. Add safety eyes to the darker side of the halibut. Keep the eyes close together. Okay. I need to go find my safety eyes. Ooh. I'll be right back. Yeah, this is like a selection of all different sized eyes. So we need to figure out, first off, what side do we want on the outside and where am I putting these eyes? So it looks like they're not centered, they're shifted off to one side and they're pretty close together. Okay. Let's find a good size first. Because those 8 millimeters are too small. Oh, those might be good. Those are way too big. Those are way too tiny. Huge. Oh, those might be better. Okay, I think I found the size I want. Yeah, they are bigger than the 8 millimeters. They're probably closer to 10. And I have this little thing. To be honest, it sucks. But what it does do is Like I can't close it like that and get it to pinch it closed. But if I do this, it saves my fingers the pain. Okay, so I'm going to put these safety eyes to one side. Let's get our little tan buddy out of the way. All right, I'm going to clean the space. This is what I mean about having trouble picking up these things with just my fingers. Okay. Okay. The other yarn, you go away. Snips, you go away. Time for eyes. So we need 2 of these babies and 2 of the backs. And then I'll put the rest of these back in my collection. Okay, so these are the sizes I'm going to use. If I had to guess, I'm thinking they're 12s, 16s millimeters maybe. So now we got to figure out placement. What side did I like better? I think I like this side better. Okay, so they are relatively close to the mouth. And they're kind of off to one side. So let's try that placement. Let me turn it around. I think that looks kind of similar to the picture. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's get those safety eyes on. We'll do the little safety dance. Sorry, I'm old. Okay, so this is the pain in the butt part. I need to put these on top here first. And let's get them all squeezed down. That looks good. Other side. That looks good. Okay. He has eyeballs. He's got eyeballs. I wonder what they're going to name him. I leave that up to my kids. Some of the names they have are like boring, descriptive. Like I have a little octopus that's about this big and it's octopus. And then I have 2 big sharks. They're like round puffball sharks. I don't know I call them derpy sharks because they have this really derpy look on their face. And my 3rd graders have decided to call the big one, which is about the size of a basketball, Big Chunkus. And the little one, which is like the size of a cantaloupe, Baby Chunkus. And those are absolutely the kids' favorites. Second only to the Very Hungry Caterpillar that I made earlier this year to go along with a costume for reading week. Okay. We have added the safety eyes. Pin both sides of the halibut together as you see fit. This will help everything stay in place as you sew the halibut together. Ooh, I might need more pins. I need more. Okay. Do. Let's pin this baby together. All right. I'm going to start by pinning the centers together. So let's do that one right there. We are getting close to the end of this one, guys. And then I'm going to pin the fins so they are lined up correctly, like the little dorsal fin and the butt fin. And it goes there. And then I'll pin this side. And it goes there. Okay, so that one's lined up. Now I need to line up these ones. These ones are weird. I need to tuck that in. No, that's not going to work. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what I did during the gray part of this, but it looks very odd. And then pin these two together. Right, so we've got the top half pinned up. Let's get these fins lined up. I need to go get more stitch markers. I won't close the video right now. I'll just go run and grab them because they're 30 feet away. Okay. And we have more stitch markers. Oh, I'm getting warm. All right, let's pin the bases of the tails so they're in the same spot. Do it on that side. And do it on the other side. I'm telling you what, pinning, stuffing this thing is going to hold a multitude of sins. If this was just a flat little animal, I'd be not too happy. Okay. And then I need to pin the fins on this side. Now I haven't looked to see how we're connecting this, if we're doing mattress stitch, if I'm doing whip stitch. I'm going to need to get a darning needle, I'm guessing. Okay, and then I think I'm going to pin the center of the tail. So that falls. So that kind of lines up. Okay, we are pinned up. Oh my gosh, we are almost there. Cut a long piece of yarn, either color. Secure the thread. Begin sewing with the mattress stitch. Okay. I need to review what mattress stitch is, because I have done it quite a bit, but brain is currently not braining. Okay. Aligning the right sides, pulling a yarn tail, making the seam into a stockinette. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, look at that. I'm close to completing a goal. I did a follower goal. I guess this, so now I'm looking for followers to hit 10, I think. Okay. I'm going to skip this mattress stitch and just do my usual back loop only stitch. But like I said, I think I need to go get a darning needle that I don't have with me. I'm hoping it's in the same spot I just got my other stuff from. Otherwise, I'm going to have to run in the basement. All right, one moment you can hang out with. Just your cat coffee. I've got it. Woohoo. So it's just your basic plastic darning needle. Nice big eye. Decent point. Not enough to stab you, but enough to get the job done. I've got probably about 1,000 of those in my basement because back in the day, I used to buy crochet supplies wholesale, rebrand them, and sell them as my own kits. And that stopped a few years ago, but I still have a decent supply of product in my basement. I have been giving it to my crochet students as a way to kind of clear things out. But, oh, thank you for the follow. I missed that. Who followed me? Oh, it doesn't tell me who followed me. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. How could I see who followed me? Oh, well. Okay. I gotta figure this out. I'm new, guys. I know, I'm new. So, we're just stitching around. That works for me. I'm gonna start at the base of the tail. And I'm not starting on a corner because I don't want to have bad luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stitch. Okay. Okay. I'm hoping I got enough yarn to make it all the way around, but we shall see. Okay. So what I do when I'm connecting two pieces, I do this when I do granny square blankets, when I do stuffies with 2 layers like this. I basically stitch in the back loops only. So I'm taking the back loop of the tan one, which is actually one closer to me, and stitching it with the back loop of the gray ones, which is the farthest one away from me. Because if you think about it, I'm not sure how clear you can see it, but the stitches ends are like little V's, 2 fabric, 2 pieces of yarn coming together. And I'm going through one on one and the opposite on the other. And that's how I do my connectings. Okay, so close to me and then far away from me. And let's go. First stitch of connecting it done. Oh, my student. Oh, you have no idea how long my student has been bugging me if I've finished this yet. Because he asked me for it, I want to say about a month ago. Um, After I had finished Baby Chungus, um, he did well. He did the best on a test out of my crew. So he got to pick the next one. And this is where that idea came from because for some reason, all of the kids want sea life. Like I have most of my crochet toys that my students have asked for. They're in my classroom. And I don't give it to them because I want to be able to share it with other students um, as years come by. So what they've asked for right now, I've got 2 leggy frogs who are called Mr. and Mrs. Frog. I know originally. I've got an octopus, which is called Octopus. I've got 2 very hungry caterpillars, which admittedly aren't sea creatures, but they're there. And I've got Big Chungus and Baby Chungus, which are again are sharks. And now I've got this halibut going on. And what I also need to do is figure out what I'm doing after this. And I kind of had an idea because they're always fighting over the sharks. Like that is the one that everybody wants. And I think it's because they're round and they're cuddly and they're very like they can hold them against themselves while they're working at their desk and not being too obtrusive. So I had a thought of doing another baby chunkus, another baby derpy shark, and this time putting a little pink bow on it because my other two ones are very plain. But I thought if I put a little pink bow on it, maybe they'll call it like Mrs. Chungus or Princess Chungus or something like that. So I thought that would be kind of cute. Um, so I don't know whether I should be asking them or if I'm just going to do Princess Chungus. I've got 5 notifications on Facebook. What is going on? Oh, nothing. Nothing's going on. All right, so we are stitching the tail of my halibut crochet. Um, and if you are a new viewer here, I've pinned the free pattern in my chat where you can see what I'm working on. It's actually a free pattern from the National Park Service, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, and I'm currently doing a back loop only type of stitch to hold this guy together. Oh, my dog. You probably hear my dog. She just did a big shake in her little tag, flick flax. If you do hear music, I do have music playing on my other computer. It's from a YouTube channel called Solace Crossing, and it's something I actually keep on all day in my classroom because I can't work in quiet. And Solace Crossing is a Animal Crossing themed page that does multi-hours videos of like lo-fi background music. And the video that they do is just basically a cam of Animal Crossing, but it's not them like going around and planting flowers and all that other stuff. It's literally like a really cool room that somebody made, or a hotel room, or their house, and it's just the NPCs just doing their thing. Like right now, I'm watching. What's the blue bear's name? I don't remember. But this blue bear is watering the plants in the house, and it's got some really cute, chill, lo-fi music going on in the background. So I've been playing that in my classroom, and the kids are into it because a lot of them know what Animal Crossing is, even if they don't play it. The other thing that I've been playing lately, and this is more of like the last couple minutes of class, if we finished all our work early and I don't want them playing video games and things like that, I've been putting on Pingu, which is a European claymation kids show that's quite old as far as I'm aware, that my son used to watch when we lived in England. And he thought it was hilarious. Um, and I've been showing it to my kids, and they like it. And I think part of the reason is that the kids work on a program called ST Math. It's like one of these achievement programs that schools buy to try to increase their scores, and it's gamified math basically. But the mascot is a penguin that looks a lot like Pingu. The penguin's called Gigi, but it looks just like Pingu. Um, and I have a dress with Pingu on it that I wear every once in a while, and all the kids are like, "Oh, is that a Gigi dress?" No, no, it's Pingu. And after getting that so many times, I started putting on Pingu videos in my classroom. And they like it because there's a lot of fart jokes and bathroom humor and really creepy looking seals. And my son is 15 now. He probably doesn't even remember watching it, but I will remember. So that's what I usually have on in my classroom. Um, and that's during like instructional time. And then um, once a week, I have lunch with my fourth graders. I have 7 of them that are on IEPs that I service. And they like spending time with me. And a few times they've asked me to have lunch with them in their lunchroom. And it's too loud for me. I can't deal with the noise. And if I wear earplugs, I can't hear them as well as I'd like. So I've started having them eat lunch in my room 1 day a week. Um, and I usually try to do it towards the end of the week because that's kind of when they start getting burned out. Um, so we just have a time to sit and chill. And I make sure that they are learning skills in that lunch setting that I couldn't normally teach them. And I'm not talking like table manners, I'm just talking about like just general conversation skills, problem solving skills. Um, they like to gossip and we talk about like, well, what could that person do to make the things better? What ifs? We come up with silly stories about each other to kind of just get those creative juices flowing in a completely free environment. They're not graded, they're not being judged. We're all together. So they get to just chill and eat lunch and watch Pingu. Um, but recently, I asked them if they want to watch something else other than Pingu. So they've been watching these if you laugh you lose videos on YouTube with a bunch of like just random shorts popped together of people doing really silly things. It's a lot of bathroom humor. That's a theme with my fourth graders is bathroom humor. If you're not from the States, fourth grade is about 10 years old, give or take. All right, we've made it around. So we got half the tail because that's I started about. Well, we've got 2/3 of the tail because I started about a third of the way in, and now I'm on almost at the base of the tail. There we go. Okay, it's coming along pretty well. I think the more I think about it, the more I'm going to do a Princess Chungus because literally right next to me is the yarn that I used to make baby Chungus and big Chungus. And I've got pink somewhere. So I'll make a baby Chungus, stick a bow on them, single or. So the stitch I'm doing right now is I'm actually I forgot what it's called, but I'm connecting the back posts of two pieces of a fish. So I crocheted one half, crocheted another side, and now I'm stitching them together. There is, oh, am I single? Yeah, I do have a wedding ring on. Yes, I am married. Happily so. Okay. All right. So yeah, I am doing back loop stitching. Okay. Good luck on your search for love. Okay. Uh, Happy Saturday, everybody. Oh, it sounds like the football game that my wife is watching is done. British football. Um, Yes, it is wife. Right, we're coming up to the fins. Not looking too bad, if I do say myself. Oh, I just heard something drop. I guess I don't set off too much. I'm definitely the femme in our relationship, even though I'm not much of a makeup and hair person. Okay. Oh, fire trucks. I live about half a mile away from the fire station near me, so I get to hear that several times a day. I live right next to a stoplight, so if they have to go through the stoplight, they always have their horns blaring. Okay. So I am about halfway through the first fin, working on the second. I'm still looking forward to putting stuffing in this to see how it ends up. I think what I'm going to have to do though, if I started working on Princess Chungus, I might have to stop the stream for a little bit because I need to go gather different supplies. I need a larger crochet hook. Um, yeah, I'll need a larger crochet hook. And I've got everything else I need, but we're good. Yeah, I live around a lot of Roman Catholics and they're the same way. So I'm like, just do your own thing. I don't think I'm harming too many folks. Yeah, that's always a difficult thing. I used to get really upset, really angry. I used to do the arguments thing, but I think I'm at a point in my life where that's a battle I don't fight anymore because it doesn't make a difference. Their dislike of my same sex marriage doesn't have any effect on it. Well, that being said, the way that the government's working right now, trying to get rid of the federal laws with it. But in the end of the day, I'm married, I'm going to stay married, and that's the way it works. Okay. This is coming along faster than I thought. I'm really happy with it. Okay. Yeah, I live in a very Roman Catholic part of the country, um, but I also live in quite a liberal part of the country. So it's a bit of a mixed bag sometimes. For example, the school that I teach in is in quite a conservative part of Massachusetts, but the school I taught in 5 years ago, I tell them about the well studied fraternal birth order theory. What's that? I don't think I've read about that one. Fraternal birth order theory? That's something I should know about? You'll have to fill me in. Okay. But I don't like to argue with conservatives anymore. Oh, okay. Fraternal birth are widely recognized finding in psychology and so the more older biological brothers man has. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm the oldest of four children. I have three younger brothers. Um, and surprisingly enough, the third in birth order. So he's got one older brother and one younger brother, in addition to me being his older sister. He's also gay. So that probably would work for him because he would have one older brother. He does have one older brother. We're all alive. I have three younger brothers, and we're each like 2 years apart. So my brothers are 2 years younger, 4 years younger, and 6 years younger than me. And the one that's 4 years younger is the gay one, the one that would follow that. Yeah, man loving gene theory. Ooh. I'm learning all sorts of stuff tonight. You think it's a crochet stream, but I'm learning about human biology and gene genetics. I do appreciate it. Man loving gene theory. Can you help me out with that one? I do the whole Wikipedia thing right now, but I'm busy. Man loving gene theory. I do like that's interesting that there's that genetic component that you can potentially look at too. Makes sense to me. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay. Predisposed men to homosexuality pass down because they offer selective reproductive advantage to women. Female fecundity. Studies have shown female relatives of gay men tend to have more children compared to female relatives of straight men. Ooh. I only have one child, so I think I skew that a little bit, but it makes sense to me. Um, yeah, I have one child, and then the two straight brothers that I have, they each have one child as well. But this doesn't fit well with you. Yeah, it's a bit off. But you're not going to get a perfect scenario with everybody. Yeah. Okay. We're almost at the nose. Oh, we've been going for an hour now. Nicely done. I wonder if I can try it again with delete radio and return to feed. I think I'm going to try to do the Facebook streaming again. Now that I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's do this. Live. Go live. Set up live video. What is your live video about? Crocheting. Really? Is she just asexual? I'm thinking she's probably. And then it's met a guy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it happens. C crochet with me. Yeah, sounds bisexual. Yeah. All right, let's get back to stitching. See how long this Facebook stream will go before it decides to tell me my bandwidth isn't enough or something like that. Ooh, throwing stitch markers all over the place. Probably should pile them all back in my little spot. Okay. Oh, 30 seconds in, no issue with Facebook. Yahoo. Okay, back to getting my little halibut friend together. Okay. Oh, there it is. The current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 10 to 60 frames per second, or viewers may experience a lower quality stream. End the video. End the video. Video is ending. Yeah, well, that's the problem with trying to stream from a 5-year-old Chromebook that's been used for school. Okay. Oh, I probably should rename this stream. Yeah, let's do that. I totally forgot to do that because it's not Friday anymore. Right. Let's figure out how I can change the name of this stream. I think it's going to be a phone one. Do. Stream. Hi there, second fall viewer person. I'm just trying to figure out how to rename this stream. Without having to go to Twitch on a different device. Can I do that? Can I edit? Ooh, I did it! Okay. Let me just update the title of this stream. That's better. Now it doesn't say finish it Friday. At least I hope it doesn't. Oh, there it is. Saturday vibes. Yep, that works. Oh, excuse me. That's a good itch. Okay, back to where I was. I'll put my phone back. Get my chat screen up. Ooh, on the wrong button. Oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. Okay, let's close that. There we go. That's better. Okay. It is a very quiet Saturday on Twitch right now. Although I am a very new streamer. I think this is like my 5th stream. So I've still got a while to get that following. Okay, now we're coming to a fin where I need to be really careful about how I'm stitching this to make sure it doesn't get lost. You can see the eyes. It's getting there. Oh, another itchy eye. My allergies have been awful this week. I take allergy meds every day anyway, just as part of my daily medication routine, but my eyes have been like so itchy lately. Mm. Okay. Oh, it has started really raining out. So this morning I was up at 5:30 because my son had a track meet. He's a freshman, so ninth grade, 15 years old, and he's pretty good at track. I gotta say, not to like brag, but he's pretty good. So today he did long jump and triple jump and 300 hurdles. Um, in 300 hurdles, he came in 10th out of about 50, but he was the highest ranked freshman, so I'm happy with that. He was about 2 seconds off of his PB, so he wasn't happy with that, but I think he was okay with it. He was in lane 8, which he always hates. He was going against like ridiculously talented seniors. Um, all right, I need to untwist this. So that was okay. His long jump was good too. He ended up seventh, I think, seventh or eighth out of about 40. And he had some pretty decent distances. And then his triple jump was his last event of the day, and he was pretty tired at that point. Um, so he ended up like, I want to say 11th or 12th, and like 3 feet off of his PB. So he kind of bagged that one, but he'll say that too, that he bagged it. Um, but it all counts. You know, all these meets, all these distances, they end up making a difference and allowing him to go to states and nationals and things like that. All right, I'm just untwisting my rope because it's getting really twisty dopey. I hope everyone's having a nice and cozy Saturday. I don't mind the rain. My dog, on the other hand, is really afraid of thunder, so she started getting scared when it's raining out. So we got one of those little thunder vests to put around her, but I like rain because it kind of feels cozy. Um, yeah, we are almost done. Oh my gosh, we are almost there. And then I'll stuff it, and then I'll stitch up where I'm stuffing it, and then I can take it to school on Monday. Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? Okay. That stitch was a bit difficult. Here, Birch. If you watched my stream last night, you got to meet Birch. He's my son's green-cheeked conure. And around 7:30ish every night, she comes out of her cage for a few hours just to fly around and be with us. So it's a bit early for her to start screeching to come out. So I don't know what she's upset about. You guys hear that? She's not a happy birdie right now. I wonder what's up. Oh, it's getting so close. I think I'll leave that part of the tail open to stuff it. I think it's looking cute, especially with the eyes on now. That really makes it. Okay. I think I've got about 4 more inches, and then I'm going to go get my stuffing stuff. I can't think of the name of it right now. That polyfill. Yeah, I'm going to go get some polyfill and fill this baby up. So I'm quite psyched that I'm up to 3 followers now. Mostly because I started, this is my 5th stream, I think. 5th stream. So I'm still a baby. I'm still a newbie. Still trying to figure out this whole streaming thing. But I'm getting better at it. I ended up setting up Lightstream Studios because my main computer is a Chromebook, so I can't get OBS working on it. And Lightstream is browser-based, thankfully. So I was able to get the overlay that you see. I ended up making that in Canva, since I have a free Canva account for teachers. Canva Pro account. I think eventually, at some point, I'll probably get maybe a second camera. Because what I would like to do, that I see a lot of other crochet streamers do, is that they have the face cam, like what you've got right now. And then they've got that cam that looks directly at just the work that they're doing. I mean, I probably could do it now because I've got a tripod. I've got a phone with a camera on it. But the tripod it's just one of these little tiny gorilla pods. There's no way to like make it go up. Okay. All right. I think it's stuffing time. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my polyfill. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. And then we can stuff this baby. I've got it. I've got my polyfill. Oh, okay. Let's get this puppy filled. Just gonna turn this over. Now, the hardest part about filling this is going to be getting it into the head. And I'm hoping I've left a wide enough opening that I can get my hand in and do that. So this yarn's got to go out of the way because I need to finish stitching it up when I'm done with the polyfill. Oh yeah, that's going to be tough to, you have to really push it down in there. Luckily, polyfill comes with a little blunt stick. It looks like a chopstick that needs sharpening. And that usually helps you like poke it down into different parts of the toy or whatever you're making, whatever you need stuffing. I'm so excited that we're at this point. I was hoping to finish it yesterday for Finish It Friday, but I ended up having to redo one of the fin sides 3 times. I ended up having to frog it and go back to it. Okay. So halibuts are flatter fish, so I need to make sure that I'm distributing this in a way so it doesn't look like a big fat balloon. Okay. I think that's looking good. Okay, let's get some more fiber fill into it, polyfill. And then I might need to mess around a little bit with the distribution. I heard some people say that instead of buying polyfill, they go to thrift stores and buy old pillows and use the fill of those pillows to fill their toys. I thought that was pretty clever. Okay, I'm going to try to poke some of this down into the head. Yep, I think that's as thick as I want to get it at this point. It's looking good. I'm happy with it so far. All right, let's get the rest of this filled in. And I might need to do some cleaning up of edges here and there. Okay, let's get some more of that in the head. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my skewer, I'm pushing it through 2 stitches, and then just kind of pushing the fiber fill down closer to the nose. And I'm also feeling where there's big gaps. It's a bit too fat right now, so I might need to move a little bit of this back. Maybe if I just squish them for a while, put them under some weights for a little bit. Okay, So I think the tail looks good. This part, I need to fill the end of the tail. Make sure that's all the way in that end. Yep. Maybe just a few bits more. Oh, I love it. Okay, a little bit more, and then I'll stitch it up, and then I'll redistribute what's in here, and call it good. All right, fiber fill, you're going on the floor. Oh my gosh, look at him. Okay, we're darning needle. And let's get back to stitching. Probably have about 30 or so stitches to go before he's all stitched up. Then I'm going to need to weave in my ends. I don't have too many of them. I don't tend to weave them in as much as poke them inside of the toy. Um, when I'm doing flat things, I weave them in. But with stuffed animals, I tend to just do a couple of knots and um, push them in. Oh, I can't wait to go to work on Monday and show them this. Okay. So happy Saturday, folks. The other day I was talking about how I left my YouTube open on my work computer, and the kids saw Big Chungus, because Big Chungus is my avatar profile picture here and all this other stuff. So they realized that I have videos on YouTube, and I was asking them for suggestions, and they were, saying, "Oh, all of the Twitch streamers we watch, they say, hey, chat this, and chat, hey, chat, what's up, chat?" And I'm like, oh my god, how tedious is that? Lock in, chat. So I don't think I'll do that. Sorry, guys. But we are almost there. Ah! They'll be happy though, because my YouTube is up to 6 subscribers. I know, impressive. A whole 6 subscribers. And I've had the account 5 days. So according to them, that's pretty good to have that kind of growth in that time. But I don't know this kind of stuff. All right, and this is the last stitch going around. Yes. All right, he's stitched up together. Now I need to tie my end and start putting in the loose ends. And then I'm going to reshape it a little bit, and then we'll call it good. Okay. All right, let's poke in some ends. It's easier to do with a darning needle. So what I do is I do a double knot in the end, and then I find a stitch close to it, push the leftover pieces through that hole and inside of the toy. Sometimes it behaves, other times, like right now, it's not. There we go. All right, one end in. And that one's tied off. Just double checking to make sure all of my stuff is tied off. Okay. All right, so let's push in one, two. I've got 5 ends to sort out. That one looks better if it goes through here. Another thing I wish I had, a smaller size crochet hook, because sometimes it's better to weave it into another part. I think I'm just going to have to weave this one in. There you go. That's better. And now I can put it in. I'll have to let you guys know what they end up calling him or her. I don't know the gender of this animal, so. Where am I putting this one? Let's weave that one in. And shove those ends in. Okay. 3 more to go. It's a bit big. I think I'm going to have to weave this one a bit before I shove it inside. Okay. 2 left. Oh, so close. One left. All right, all my ends are in. It's actually distributed pretty well. I think we're good. Oh my gosh, look at his little face. Look at his little face. I know it's off to the side. It's supposed to be. It's a flounder. It's a halibut. But look it. It's done. It is done. I am so happy. Good, good, good. Halibut is done. And that is coming to school with me on Monday. Look at him. Ah, I did it. How cute is he? Ah. He's not perfect. I've got big bumps. I've got some spots that are way too, the weave is too big between. I can kind of see polyfill, but they're not going to mind, I don't think. They're happy with just him. All right. I'm going to go take a quick break. I'm going to get set up to make a baby chungus. Princess chungus. Sorry, Princess chungus. Yeah, so give me about 10, 15 minutes. I'll come back and we can work on the next project. See you in a bit.